What's good, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Living Life Fearless, and I'm back with another reaction, this time to Dicaprio 2 by J.I.D. So let's talk about it. Of all these new names in this new generation of rappers, J.I.D is definitely one of those names that has had me probably the most intrigued, mostly because of the hype surrounding him. A lot of people have definitely been comparing him to Kendrick Lamar, and while I have only heard a few of his songs before this project, I really wouldn't make that comparison myself. But there was enough there that intrigued me to really want to hear more from him. So I definitely had to check this one out. Right off the back, after the first couple listens, I have to say, for as hyped as it was and as highly expected as people, were making it, I would say it didn't quite live up to those expectations, and that might have, tainted my opinion on it just because of the huge hype surrounding it. But it was still an enjoyable project. First off, if you haven't heard J.I.D, his voice is definitely something that you have to get used to. There's really nothing else like that. It's like this high pitched squeaking kind of noise, and at first it was a bit grating and a bit annoying, but it grew on me over time. And I do like the way he can switch up his voice like he does multiple times throughout the album. That would be probably where all the Kendrick comparisons came from, because Kendrick does kind of have a higher pitched voice than most rappers, not quite as high as JID, but they both use their voices in interesting ways. They both switch up their styles and switch up their flows and switch up their voices to match, the song and the style that they're going for. And it really changes a song. And he's really good at it. And I can kind of see where they make those comparisons between him and him. The second point where I could see the comparisons is that they can both really rap. They can both really rap their asses off. And there are multiple times throughout this project where I had to kind of run a verse back or run something back because his lyrical dexterity is impressive. Not only can he rap fast, but he can rap slow, and he can give you offbeat flow, he can give you onbeat flow. Like, the amount of flows and styles that he has in his arsenal is impressive. And if anything, that is the most standout part of this project. If you love rap, and I say rap, not just hip hop, if you love rap, people actually rapping and rapping well, this is a great project for you. And he has some phenomenal production to back up all that rapping. There's definitely a comparison between Dreamville, who he is signed to, which is J. Cole's label, and TDE, and their style of production and its style of producer that they choose. So if you kind of like that style, you should like the production here. They all do a phenomenal job, and they lay great soundscapes for him to just go crazy over. But he's not just rapping for rapping's sake. He does a pretty good job of piecing together complete songs, complete concepts. Maybe not throughout the entirety of the project, because each song feels pretty different from every song. There's not a cohesive feel to the tape, but within each individual song, there is a very cohesive feel, and it feels like there is a theme throughout. And he does a good job of bringing all that together, even with the skits. And I think that's one part, again, where you can kind of feel a comparison between him and Kendrick, because Kendrick is a master at the musicianship side of rap and putting together these cohesive feeling songs. But now, here are my critiques of it. Yes, he is a very good rapper, and yes, he does make songs sound really good, and he does a good job of putting them together to feel cohesive. But once you really dig past the technical impressiveness of his rapping, he doesn't really say a whole lot. Like, I went through the entire tape, and I don't really have a clear picture of who JID is, who he wants to be, and what his goals are in life and in music. Instead, it's more of a collection of impressive sounding bars that don't really go anywhere. And every time I felt like he was really going to delve deeper into a concept, he kind of throws a line or a bar out there that kind of derails things, not in a bad way, because they still sound good and flow well, but narratively and conceptually, it kind of veers things off. It really just feels like a bunch of half finished thoughts. And while it wowed me from a technical standpoint, it didn't really wow me from the conceptual standpoint and from the actual musicianship side of things. And that's a problem I have with a lot of the artists on Dreamville outside of J. Cole, is that they make great music. Like, it's good sounding, great sounding production. They can rap. They have some interesting lines and bars here and there, spurs throughout. But as a whole, it doesn't really have that thing that makes you want to keep coming back to it. I can't really put my finger on it, but you just know it when you hear it. So to keep with all of these Kendrick Lamar comparisons that people have been making and that I have been making throughout this video, it feels more like a Kendrick Lamar EP era him, or pre-Kendrick, even pre-Kendrick Lamar EP era. So I definitely do think he has the potential to make a complete project that makes a loud and strong statement. And it doesn't necessarily have to be narratively or conceptually, but musically, I think he has the potential to do that. But this one feels like he's still kind of building and growing up to that point. But Dicaprio 2 served as a great project to prove what a lot of his fans have been saying about him already, but it doesn't do much to disprove what a lot of people have had critiques about him even. But even though this is the first project of his that I've heard, it does feel like this could be the turning point for him to really grow as an artist. And I feel like his next project could be the one that puts him really, really on the map. Until then, this is just some really good rap music. For people that love rap, this is great. And I just have to say that putting Method Man on a track is a very underrated move and a boss move, and it's one I respect and I was pleasantly surprised by. And Meth still got it. So definitely check that song out. But for those of you that did hear the project, what did you guys think about it? Do you think he lived up to all of the hype? Did he deliver everything that you would want from him, an artist of his caliber? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to head over to the official website where you can leave your own ratings and reactions to this album, other albums, and everything else I react to over there. If you have anything that you would personally like me to react to, you can also let me know in the comments down below. And if you like any of the gear that I rock in these videos, like here or here, you can also head over to the website and grab some for yourself. As always, thank you guys for joining me. If you enjoy these videos, please smash that like and subscribe button for me. I will be back shortly with more reactions. Until then, I will catch you guys soon. Peace.